Ron McCoy here, portraying that fictional character, Rob McCool. Rob McCool encounters only fictional people in his new life, and for Rob McCool, it is definitely the dawning of a new day, and he is puzzled by a number of people and a number of things with whom he comes in contact. And one puzzling aspect of Rob McCool's life is his decision to work a jigsaw puzzle, but not just any jigsaw puzzle. Rob wanted to work a jigsaw puzzle from a vintage TV show that he loves to watch.
There is nothing wrong with your television set.
So he sought one on eBay. One of these puzzles, the opening bid was $250, and the other puzzle's opening bid was $300. I'm wondering if this guy also has a xylophone for sale. And utilizing his ingenuity, Rob McCool found a picture of the Outer Limits puzzle online, took a picture of it, sent that to an online personalized puzzle making service via Amazon. It cost $18.46, including shipping. And now Rob McCool is no longer puzzled. And you may recall that on August 19, 2024, Rob McCool is puzzling over the change in direction at his school, Freedom Maples, this on the day of back to school night. And while he is toiling in his classroom, waiting for his students and their parents to arrive at 4:30, in walks Hilda Stoolpigeon, Rob's fellow 5th grade teacher. Hi, Rob. You all ready for tonight? You ready to meet your students and their parents? You may recall that Hilda Stoolpigeon has reported Rob McCool for perceived slights and injustices, which makes it even more puzzling why Rob McCool continues to trust her. So, Hilda, I have to be honest with you, I'm having a real hard time with all of these goals that are being presented for our building this year. I feel like we're focusing too much on smart start, soft start, class meetings, and not enough time on academics. Yes, Rob, yes, I understand how you feel. And while I don't know it for certain, I have a feeling the following scenario played out not long after Rob McCool and Hilda Stoolpigeon had their conversation. Judy, I feel like you need to know this. Rob just talked to me, and he was saying that he is not sure he's on board with the building initiatives, specifically with spending time on Brain Smart Start in the morning, and possibly not on board with Soft Start, but he's afraid that in the building we're not focusing enough on academics. Thank you, Hilda. I'm keeping track of everything that Rob is doing and saying because I'm building a case against him. Remember, that previous scene is a dramatization postulating what might have happened. Rob McCool knows that he could not trust Hilda Stoolpigeon and that Judy Hickenlooper was up to something. Meanwhile, less than a year earlier, in September of 2023, Rob McCool's mom may have been thinking the same thing about her children, that they were up to something, because she has moved to assisted living in Subtractington Place. She has moved from a temporary apartment to her permanent residence. And on Sunday, October 1st, Rob and his family decide to take their mom to one of her favorite places to dine, and she gets into the restaurant relatively well, eats, enjoys her evening. However, later that evening, back at Subtractington Place, tragedy strikes. Meanwhile, back at the Freedom Maples of 2008-2009, there is a new Spanish teacher on the premises, and at first, she really is a dynamic breath of fresh air. Our previous Spanish teacher at Freedom Maples was a man named Derek Incompetente, and his name pretty much said it all. Hey guys, I'm Senor Incompetente. I will be your Spanish teacher, and Spanish comes from a country called Spain, and that's about all the Spanish we'll be talking about from now on, because each person in this class gets to tell a short story about his or her most memorable experience, and that should take at least 2 or 3 class times, maybe even more. By contrast, Serena Peresosa came in. She was bright, she was colorful, she actually taught Spanish at first. Bienvenido, estudiantes. I am Senorita Peresosa, and we need to get started on Spanish right away, because I guarantee you will be speaking fluent Spanish by the end of this school year. But we only get to meet twice a week for 20 minutes, so we need to get started. And it was at a faculty meeting not long after the start of school that the Freedom Maple staff learned just how Judy Hickenlooper felt about Serena Peresosa. My daughter, who's in kindergarten, came home yesterday, and she's so happy she has Senorita Peresosa as her Spanish teacher. She wants to be just like Senorita Peresosa. It just makes me want to cry. Yes, old Judy Hickenlooper did more gushing than an oil well. And Rob McCool also felt like he wanted to cry, especially after Judy Hickenlooper made the next announcement. And because Serena Peresosa has been here at Freedom Maples for almost a full 3 weeks, and because my kindergarten daughter is so impressed by her, I have decided to bestow upon her one of the highest honors we have here at Freedom Maples, and that is the Golden Freedom Apple. Come on up here, Senorita Peresosa. We need to give her a round of applause. We love her so. So, the new Spanish teacher comes to Freedom Maples, impresses the assistant principal's daughter, and as the result, gets the Freedom Maples apple. Puzzling. Very puzzling. Not so puzzling, really, was Judy Hickenlooper's reaction to this dazzling newcomer. About a month later, at the next faculty meeting, Serena Peresosa got up in front of the entire staff of Freedom Maples and made a shocking announcement. Guys, well, it was announced at last night's board meeting that the Freedom Public Schools Spanish program is being canceled. After this year, I'm going to be out of my job. The end of the Spanish program? Well, that's mucho terrible, especially because it will eventually trigger a super confrontation between Judy Hickenlooper and Rob McCool. For all of the details, be sure to tune in the next Emocionante edition of Rob McCool's Guide to Freedom. So, what has happened to Rob McCool's mom in her new residence, and what will Judy Hickenlooper do to Rob McCool next? For all of the puzzling developments, be sure to tune in the next edition.